Oh my god, this is bad, huh? Whoa, what an intro. Back. Welcome. Hopefully everybody didn't just leave because of that fucking song. What was that? I could hear it on my speaker. I came like sprinting trying to fucking... Oh my god. Ooh. That was rough. Happy Tuesday. Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday. Fixing the routing. Bum, boom, bum. I don't know why that reset. My computer was all over the place yesterday. We were gonna stream. We were all set up. We'll have a time lapse, some clips on social media. We're trying to get a time lapse for YouTube as well. But everything started just going haywire. I don't know why. Literally, mouse keyboard just stopped working. Then camera stopped. All different times, not all at once. Like randomly all at once. And then just like the audio cut out. My XLR, I don't know. It was a Monday. So whatever. Could have been worse. Could always be worse. Not the end of the world. We got a lot done. We epoxied our quirk deck. So we're excited to get that started and going. It looks like we might have to sand it and do another layer. We tried some new epoxy. It looks pretty thin. But it's still drying for another 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours or so before it's 100%. So I'm not doing too much to it right now. We're gonna take a peek at it. Might sand it down, do another coat. Then this green tarp texture looking thing behind me is gonna be gone. We have a fun drawing today. We're gonna be, I guess the prompt is dizzy. I hope that's what I had found. And we're kind of going back to our roots of how we started, which is fun because we're drawing a cartoon character, a pretty famous and known one. Not necessarily the one you guys think, because that's how it started with me. But let's see, what was I just gonna do? Does anybody know? No. We're gonna be doing it shouldn't take us too long. I say that, and then it's gonna be the longest, most difficult one, of course. But it's fun. Dizzy Devil. Oh, I was gonna confirm the prompt here because what I saw, but I've been all over the place because we've been bouncing back and forth. I've been doing like two to three of these a day, which is crazy. Is today the 18th? See, it's scrape, which I don't. Oh, this one's dizzy. Yeah, 18, cool, dizzy. All right, we're not doing scrape. I don't know what that is. I'm not drawing like a little cut, a little scratch. We're getting right into dizzy, the one. So we'll line it. We'll line it quick. We already did the drawing bit. We're gonna line it up. We're gonna have color it. We're gonna stick to similar color settings, not settings, but styles that exist. Because again, we're not trying to recreate the character. The character exists. We're just having fun exploring. We were looking for the Tasmanian Devil and it popped up how to draw a Dizzy Devil. So I was like, well, that's fun. Let's go into that. Turns out it's all circles and cylinders. Who knew? And we kind of just kept peeking around for one that we really liked. And it's a fun one. So we're going to get to lining it and then we're going to color it in. We're going to use watercolors. Just go for like a nice wash, get close to the same colors. Again, we're not trying to recreate the character, just kind of, trying to replicate it with our own style and design, if you will. That's sort of all. Nothing crazy. And we are just going to make sure we have fun with it. That's sort of, again. Oh, all right. That's all that really ever matters with artwork, is that you're enjoying the process, enjoying what you're doing, and again, setting a goal for yourself to This is why I watch a lot of TV shows when I'm actually doing artwork. I don't do much music anymore. I do podcasts or like TV shows even. Music is just I don't know. Nothing's grabbing me. And the NCS stuff, we have to figure this out. For content creators to be such a big thing. I mean, I get that that can change the content, obviously, if you're making your own, if you're producing your own music and beats and sounds and everything, but I don't know, that's a pretty tough process. I don't know if that exists. For us wee folk. Please. Nope, it's gone. Hate that. I hate that. All right, let's get right into it here. We're always gonna work all the way, you know, top left, bottom right, just for smudge reasons. Oh. Looking good, feeling good. Ready to get right to it. Song's doable, very doable. Yeah, and we're definitely kind of changing some of the line work here. Right, it'll always be slightly different, interpreted almost just like we've talked about with different comic book characters or cartoon characters. There's always different line work. That's kind of what makes it a very fun prompt or idea to draw, because you do have the basic character structure, colors, design, all that, and then you can just kind of have fun with it. Like Spider-Man's always been my favorite, not to personally draw but to study, because there's been just, I mean, again, Into the Spider-Verse kind of commented on that in a beautiful way, just with how artists can interpret the character in so many ways that it almost becomes a completely different character, right? Like, and that was always the beauty of different comic books. And then we got so much into like all the specifics of that's my character, you can't recreate it, you can't this, you can't that. It's like, nah, come on. That's what made some of the best characters like the best ever, you know? I'm really liking this micron here. I've been liking this, I've been enjoying it. Not even that fine of a brush tip, which is not, or like a point, which is nice, because I almost like it because it's a little thicker, so it gives a more consistent line, so you can really control that line weight, which is fun. I try not to sit right on the page just so like so you can see it, but sometimes that's not always an option, right? I have to kind of come back in here before I start resting my hand on all of this finished ink work, just moments after making it. So I have, again, I sketched in the whole image, I sketched in even some of the shading, because it's not going to be shading, it's just going to be two-tone colors. With some fun line work. Again, we're going to put in some double lines. I don't think I'm going to do too much like cross hatching on it, because that's just very much not the character. Again, it's a Looney Tunes cartoon character, right? So well, they were very fun. They were certainly not like a graphic arts style. I almost wanted to run to the art store and get like a purple pen. Do I have one? And then I almost thought maybe I line it with a brush, but again, I think that'll give it too much of a completely different, not Looney Tunes character, if you will. Because again, they're very fun characters, but they're not exactly like artsy brushwork. They're pretty flat, simple. Again, not simple, pretty flat. That's the beauty of them. Again, I remember drawing these when I was very, very young. We went to Disney, and it was one of the first things that, I mean, still kind of sticks out in my brain. I don't know the exact park. It was either Epcot or MGM. I'm pretty sure it was MGM, where you can actually go see the artists, and we watched the artists work. Unlike the old cartoon comics where they would actually like flip the pages and have to draw it 100 times, and it was just so cool. And then we did a tour. We watched the artists for Mulan. I almost said Moulin Rouge, but I'm fairly certain it's just Mulan. Fairly certain Moulin Rouge is the movie. Very different. Very different. But yeah, it was the Disney artist for Mulan. He was drawing the dragon, who I actually just remembered his name recently. Mushu? No, might be. I'm gonna have to look it up now, but it's something like that. And he was just he was one of my like funnest characters for whatever reason. And of course, we show up to Disney, we take this cool tour, and who's the artist drawing, you know? Fucking dragon from Moulin Rouge. I was like, no shit. I went back. I remember, obviously, we got like a bunch of fucking. Sorry, I had to make sure I wanted to hit that line. Obviously, we did a bunch of the drawing supplies and the how to draw this, and I was just drawing like Disney characters. Is Looney Tunes Disney? Yeah. Warner Brothers, or is it Warner Brothers? I don't know. Actually, that's terrible. I definitely should. Oh, that should have not continued through there. Okay, we'll fix that. We will fix that. Got a good little connection here. My phone just looks right through my soul and unlocks from far away, you know. Very nice. Yeah, I was drawing all sorts of the Disney characters, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, all that. I was like one of my first, I don't know, I always loved drawing like cartoon characters like that. So I saw this pop up, I was like, that's a really fun, different piece. I didn't get to do Buckle, which we do have going. Yeah, no. Which we're going to be finishing up this week. Coming out cool, it's a fun one, but that's another cartoon piece that we're excited to do. So it felt like a fun little idea. Get these hard little weird angles where, again, I think I would turn the page, like turn it to make it easier and just keep working down this way. But I also think it's worth practicing all different angles here. You never really get comfortable, you know, you want to keep testing and improving always. Even on a piece like this that's quote unquote simple, it's really not. It's not like quote unquote any easier than some of the other pieces, you know. There are still certain here. There's just certain shapes and fundamentals that'll make the piece work or not, right? I mean, and if you don't hit them on a piece-to-piece basis, it's not really gonna work. I'm gonna do in the eye here is put in the middle one. I don't really want those outlined. I want the eyes not to be natural, because again, I think that'll throw it off. Different, I think, could be fun. Because I guess I don't remember this about the character. But Dizzy Devil has 2 color eyes? Was the Tasmanian Devil? I don't really know. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I noticed that I was looking at the images for how to draw him, and I was like, that's really fun. And I was like, well, that'll be fun to do, kind of, you know, watercolor, let it kind of work itself out with the color. Some fun with a little line drawing. Put some color down. This water? Micropigment ink for waterproof and fade-proof lines. Yeah, I thought Micron was. I've been trying a lot of different pens here and there, so it's tricky to keep track sometimes. But that is why I've been enjoying this guy. And I think this paper is just super, which it's great, it's supposed to be, but again, it's very textured. So sometimes you just get stuck in a divot, you know? Where the brush goes. So again, you can see probably I'm working consistently down almost on this angle to try not to smudge. It'll happen. I mean, it is what it is. But I keep going here, and then instead of going all the way down here and then right here where I'm gonna rest, I came back this way. I'm gonna keep working here, back down here, here, and then I'll walk all the way down. You don't always have to do that, but it definitely makes like 1% less stress, because you can worry a little bit less about smudging. I mean, there are people that don't. There's definitely pens and you don't have to worry about it as much as it dries. I'm so very used to charcoal drawings. That I think I have it ingrained in my mind, you know? That I'm supposed to sort of work that way. And I think I've noticed I hold my pencil where it's much closer. When you're holding it originally, you kind of have room between. I hold it, I don't know, that's how I grew up holding it, and it seems like my pinky and I guess ring finger are closer to the nib of the pen, you know? But I've also kind of been aware of that, I think. It would be fun if I had this exact pen in like a purple or a different color. I don't even know what that would be. I guess they must exist out there, colored microns or something. It didn't feel worth it to go get it for this piece though. Again, obviously our work that is much more on our style is up here behind us and all that. The couple other ones that we've been doing that again aren't exactly realism. Really not going for that, but very much an artistic realism. And it sounds like not what I wanted to. Impressionistic realism. I used to say impressionistic realism, but then feels like it's almost a little too. I don't know what the wording is. Impressionism just people think like it shouldn't really look like anything. I suppose it's kind of true. It's just the impression of something, but I kind of started using the term like artistic realism, but then sometimes it just sounds like not what I want it to sound like, which I'm sure is a much different style of artwork. But I love, again, not in this because it's a character model. I'm not trying to make it artsy and super stylized. So again, this I'm kind of trying not to put too much in it. That's why I figure the watercolor will be a fun little tweak to personalize it a bit, you know? A tough little side because my hand's right off the pad. Funny how weird that feels. Drops right off so drastically. So we have all of our shading lines. We have again, it's going to be two-tone. We would almost just go in I was gonna say we almost just go in with like a gray, 10 to 20% gray wash, and then just kind of come through without disturbing it, but that kind of sounds difficult. See, now we're kind of back over it up here, but I think again it should be dry by now. If it's not, yeah, it is what it is, right? That's how you're gonna get some interesting marks. Sorry if my hair was in there. Please forgive. This part I'm definitely gonna try to keep. It said there's not going to be too much cross hatching. There's going to be a lot of movement in the lines down here for sure. Not a lot. There's going to be multiple like double lines and loose marks. That's a fun part, to make some fun marks. Some tougher marks than I thought they would. Try to keep them sort of rounded and fluid like that. Quicker than I thought. Like I was saying about all of these little cartoons and comic books, and the last thing they are is any easier. It's just different. Our work is just shapes and goals. That's it. That's all you have. You're telling a story with those shapes. That is your art. What story you choose to tell, that's the beauty of it, right? Very nice. I like some of these extra little marks here. He's got a good little twirl going, you know. Need some of those nice little speed marks. Gotta make it happen. Quick little line. Get a few of these in too. I think that works. Pull this right up here. Kind of looks unfinished. I don't know if it's actually supposed to connect there. I think it does in most images. In most cartoon characters, to be honest. I don't think they leave that open. There's a lot of, because this is the mouth here. That's the jaw. You know what I mean? So it would work, but I think they make it like that extra lip there too. Eyes look scary. I promise they won't all the time. I hope they won't all the time. All right, we can get right into it. We're gonna do, I guess, a little background maybe first. We don't really want it just on white here. I don't think. We will kind of keep it on white because I'm trying to think if the background is a standard color, it might look weird not interacting with this, and to get the background to interact with this, it might look then weird with this. Need 10 more seconds of thinking here. I might leave it blank and fill it in after if I can't get into it. Because right now I don't know what color I would want it. Preference is green. I don't really like it though. I guess they do his eye color. I like it though. What I'm saying? See if we can clean this palette a little bit so we can get a nice clean purple. Let's put a purple in and see kind of where we're at, I guess. You know? Because I'm unsure of the background right now. So what I don't really want to do is commit to doing one quite yet. Because I don't know what it's going to look like. Did I order anything? No, right? I think anyone's here. Alright, let's see. We do have a purple here. We have two purples. Not that one. Come on, Gus. Off, buddy. Nothing's happening. Alright, we're trying to get a nice dark purple. Fun. We'll try that, right? I think. See how it looks here. Think it'll probably have to be a bit darker. Now he's just barking to be a dick. Or sometimes when I do this is actually someone at the door, but I don't think so. No, because I keep hearing someone leave out of the building, not the door. Nope, nope, nope. I know this game, Gus. Good try. Good try, buddy. Dogs are fucking smart, man. Gus is sneaky smart. It's dangerous. This is kind of, I'm gonna try to, I don't really know how much this will keep the exact same color, you know? All this watercolor fun is very new to me. I am just loving the process through Inktober. I just started using it again right before Inktober. As I mentioned, but I had lost it in our flood, which is a bummer. I didn't use it too much, but I kind of dabbled and messed around with it, you know? But once, obviously, it all disappeared into New York street water. It was gnarly. The pigments and everything, the paint was just pretty much gone. My whole drawer was just covered in different rainbow liquid paints. Big sad. And then we just do a lot of charcoal. I do a lot of charcoal and oil painting for my main medium. So I just never, you know, went back to the same sort of thing. But now I'm happy I did. Because it's a very, very fun medium. And I think right now it's definitely one of my favorites. It's very fun, it's very forgiving, and yeah, it's very loose, so it almost forces you to not be so tight. You can really try, but it's also just doesn't lend itself to that, which is fun. It lends itself to a natural fun feel. Again, just because I don't know how any of this is gonna dry here. It might work, might not. All part of the fun. It's very fun using a new medium. If you ever get stuck and bored in your work, sometimes learning, having like a goal, you know, will really drive you and enhance that inspiration and search for passion, which is fun. I don't know if that's going to be dark enough. And I don't even mean dark enough. I just mean pigmenty enough. I think we're almost pulling right from think we can. I think we can almost get away with it directly from the pan, which is pretty fun. Love this purple. Great color. What a great color, huh? See, I'll have to go over this a few times because, like anything, it dries differently, and I'm very much still learning how that all works, pans out. How much pigment should be in the pan, how much should be on the brush, how much should be on the paper. And it's very fun to try all that and learn. Yeah, a little dark here or not. I think there would be, you know? I think there would be. I think there'd be a little bit. I think there'd be a little bit right there. Ooh, that's kind of an unfortunate place to put purple right now, but my hand kind of did it. As I'm just, again, glancing up, even on an, well, not so much on this, but I'm still very much glancing and just finding shapes. It's a fun process. And sometimes when I'm glancing, I work very quick because that's almost the concept behind it, is that your brain registers differences like instantly, you know what I mean? And then you'll kind of start, if you stare, you start fixing angles, fixing corners, all that sort of stuff. Even colors drastically change if you stare into the center of a color. Uh-oh. Sorry, I need this hand room. Oh, alright. I was gonna, I guess I can dry it. Yeah, I can use a nice little dry sesh. I think that's all pretty good. Might have to do those hands a little more. But it's looking like a nice dark pigment here. I keep seeing this thing move, and I was like, what is that? Gold headphone cord. I wonder if I should have went all purple. No, I guess you always go darks first, right? Because I can easily then just wash out the rest. I think if I do the whole thing purple, it'll be easier to get those darks. I don't know. Part of what we're learning, right? Exhibit A. Here, this nice and pigmented. Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna move right down into I almost said the torpedo. It's not a torpedo. Into the tornado, and I might do this in almost like a full wash first, and then reline it a little, I think. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just color this in quite a bit here and there, and then we can change it and, you know, watch it grow and become a tornado of its own. I might keep a bit of it pretty wet when I'm doing it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. It'll be crooked, right? No? Okay, cool. Works. Really, rhythm here. I don't have much experience drawing tornadoes, you know. It's fun though. It looks like it's just the other color in this tornado is literally just his skin color. Is that like? I actually don't remember the coloring I've looked at now for a lot of them. I know they were all purple. I know his purple is definitely Dizzy. Good old Dizzy Devil. I don't. I think these we do want like purple. Like go right out of again, right out of the tin. I don't know if it's a tin. Is it a pan? It's a pan, that's what it is. I'm getting hungry. It's way too early to be this hungry. Way too early to be this hungry. Bummer. This was a dangerous little game here. Purple's a fun color to play with. Big time fun. Especially in the tornado here. Where it's gonna start to look very, I think we'll get a lot of different purples in here. Guess we're gonna go with it, like, it's not quite an orange, it's like more of a tan. I think we'll blow dry the piece. And then we'll mix it up and then go back into the bottom here. Because I don't want to do it the other way around and have there be a value slash color that is just that far off. Picking up what I'm putting down here. I don't want to be locked into this color. I'd rather be locked into the color I choose for here. Might be right, might be wrong. Makes sense in my brain, so. I have to do like a little distrust here, I guess. A little shaky trust hold. I feel like when I hold my... See, some of that's now starting to pick up into my glove. That's alright. These marks can be pretty loose here. Oh. I'm gonna just put in some more purples and values here. Almost so it's less. It's getting kind of consistent through there. I almost want to make this darker, but I guess I won't. Oh, that is very blue. You man. What's up, brother? Happy Tuesday, man. I saw that thing you sent me. I haven't checked it out yet, though. What is it, a pizza place? Bit of Taz action, that's it. Dizzy Devil. Prompt Dizzy came up. We said hello. We grew up drawing cartoon characters. Let's do it again. Cheerio, let's do it again. Where is the place you send me? Is it in Brooklyn? Brooklyn Pizza Place, guys, it's one of the best in the country. Did it say where in Brooklyn? Do you know? I can check it out, obviously, if you can't. I kept meaning to watch it. I'm super curious. I love YouTube and Instagram stuff like that are honestly very accurate as far as what the food's like in these places. And when it's good, oh man, fun. I had my first pizza from Queens the other day. It was really good. Is that like a pizza review channel? Is that like what he does? Like the king of pizza or something, right? DJ Far Pizza guy who owned it. I was there every day, 7 days a week. Midwood section of Brooklyn, situation East 14th. Oh, that's fun. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I don't know it. Defara. Yeah, it's not ringing a bell, but I'm super curious now. Is that a true line? You're only young once, but you live forever? I don't think... I didn't tell him how things work. I think that was the lyric to the song. Dude, I gotta get some public broadcast services. I don't know. I gotta find some good, like, some actually good music for this. Easy. Just for me. Just get on my YouTube shorts. Doesn't look anything fancy. I said, oh, I think the best pizza places are. They are, and they'll make it like to perfection, dude. They'll put like the fresh olive oil. Oh man, that's good. I love using white, but I think there's gonna be a bit of white in this skin tone here. Feel a little, I might be picking up here. Kind of want to get rid of some of that. Sorry if that shook. No shake? Cool. No shake. Just Sicilian regular. Fuck, I'm gonna have to find it. Tough to beat a good New York slice, man. I do that, like Ariel and I joke because I'm like actually one of the people which I guess a lot of people probably do. But I love just walking, and for lunch I'm working. I need lunch, walk and get a slice of pizza, call it a day, back to work. It's fucking such a privilege. I have to dry this first, actually. I definitely have to dry this. Right. How's your week going, man? Other than looking up some dope pizza places, you having a good week, I hope. Not good. I'm pretty sick. No, what's happening? What is the sickness here? Not the vid. Don't be the vid. Curious what this color is gonna dry like. I think this is close to what we want it to look like. I'm gonna have to, so this one I'm doing backwards. I don't know why. I wanted to get the purple. I figured it would be easy enough because of the color it is. I very much wanted to get this color right, and then I'll darken up this value. What do you have, the cocktail flu, dude? I was sore throat Sunday. Monday was bad cough. Now it's my chest. Haven't made it to work. No, dude. I'm sorry, bro. Too much partying all weekend, huh? Too much praying to public service broadcasting. I see the pictures. Not praying, worshiping. Just feeling the vibe. Feeling the flow. I'll come back to get you, though. I'll come back to get you. No, I think that was like a week ago, actually. I think that was last weekend, right? I don't even think that was this weekend. Looked awesome, though, man. That's literally me when I was at all my concerts I've ever been to. I just went to Florence and the Machine, like I said. Not just went a few weeks ago. That's literally what I was doing too. It's just like, so I don't know. I love music like that. I love live music. And it is more than just like sometimes a song, right? I mean, I don't know. Music's like art to people. it absolutely means so many different things that it can be incredibly special and freeing. Not like art, it is art. I mean, I love the We Support band. They brought with them too. The music is amazing. Ended up going for a beer with them and hanging out. Well, is this like a little? I feel like I might have asked this. Is this like a little like local band, or is it just a band that you've seen so many times? And again, you have your Beatles clout. Do you just like flex that you were a Beatle? Like, do you just like show up to concerts and you're like, excuse me, I was a Beatle. So, and like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. Because I fucking would, dude. Big time would. Might be the difference between me and you, you know? Or are they just like a little band and it's sort of like, you know what I mean? You've been to so many and just who you are, you find a way to like get it. I don't know, get in the same room as them? It's gotta be a Beatles flex thing. Gotta be. Looks there some broadcasts in London. I just got to know them from going to so many shows. Also getting to know them a little. And then we hung out with the support band. What? That's crazy. So they just like went out after the show or whatever. I guess that happens though too, right? Not like fucking Bon Jovi. I feel like he doesn't perform too much anymore. Does he? That bastard might, actually. Was the opening band similar to like their music? Probably, right? Feels like a weird comparison. Feels like a weird name for me to just throw out Bon Jovi of all like the bands and stuff. I don't know where that came from. That's weird. Oh, they're pretty different. Oh, cool, dude. That's fun. That's always fun when you like the warm-up act or whatever and it's like actually a good show. That's really cool. Makes the whole night more enjoyable, start to finish, right? Interesting they put this color down here. But again, I guess with cartoon characters, like we said, there was a very localized, simple color palette. Not exactly complementary colors. But maybe it's supposed to be a little bit more. I don't really know. Kind of the colors I'm seeing. And it makes sense in like the, again, cartoon character realm of things. They certainly weren't making them like all over the place colorful. I think they have to now. They're relevant, you know. But I feel like, again, they came out with a pretty standard controlled color palette, you know. But again, they were much more made to be likable. Like at first quick glance. Draw you in with simple composition, shapes, and then just color. Definitely supposed to be something similar. Might be a little too like dark there, but pretty damn close. Good enough for the girls in Edinburgh, you know? Can we make that like a catchphrase? I don't know why it would be my catchphrase. Maybe we'll find somebody out of that town and they could use it, but I think it works pretty well, you know? Very nice, very nice. All right, all right, all right. Now we need yellow, more perp. All right, cool. We thought this was red. That's why we had pulled it originally. So I'm thinking we're gonna let this dry a bit and then we're gonna hop right back into it. I just got watercolor all over my hand that's going to be holding the pad. Silly Mike. Gonna be little fingerprints all over it now. Might be. Right, we're liking it. So now we need green the pink last. We're gonna have fun with that. We're gonna do I'm thinking the mouth color now. We have to find a nice watercolor palette that is very easy to clean. I think that's why I used to use, I think, just like a flat Tupperware. Because you can just kind of wipe it off. It gets stuck in corners if you have a lot of corners, you know? We'll make that the dark. Definitely what we just used. We should have definitely used this. Red. Another one of oh, where is it? I know specifically where it is. It's in my yeah. It's in my travel container. I knew we've been running a man short here. 2 men down. 2 men down. There we go. Jamming. All right, let's get into this little tongue action. See that? But we did. That just happened. A little too pink, I believe. That's the stuff. Can we see? Yeah. Realize it's looking a little more pink. Oh, I also realized I was complaining about the color on my camera here. And it's definitely just the vibrancy of my monitor. I was watching back and I was like, oh, that looks really good. I was like, why does this look so... Oh, because I'm on this other monitor. So, that happens. Happens to the best of us, you know? I still kind of want this a little more... I think it is a little more orange. Yeah, that's it. Alright, we have to blow dry real quick. And keep it rolling. To move my XLR. My XLR is literally the thing I touch the most. Now I control the most is the farthest thing away from me in my setup. Still not there. A whole nother arm's length. I need it like right here. Gotta happen. Make the switch. All right, let's get into it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we have it done. We started in the right order. Now we're going a little backwards where we're going light to dark. Why? I couldn't tell you. But damn it, is going down. Guess my brain's probably doing the same thing it did with the tan, because I'm just a little bit more unsure of that exact color. So I think to again be locked into a darker value of it, I felt more comfortable making the mid-tone to the main value, and then I'll darken it up. I do think we have too much water in there, and I'll have to throw way more pigment in, but that's okay for now. Let's hit some of this purple up here so we can keep working almost away from what's wet, you know? So we can get more done in between blow dry sessions. As long as the edges aren't touching, you can work on different spaces, you know? Different areas, I should say. But this is gonna just kind of, we might be making up. I'm not sure if this is actually on Dizzy. Dizzy's definitely been interpreted in many ways from the research that I did and have seen. like we were saying, much like a lot of cartoon or comic book characters, they've all been reworked a few times, you know. They worked them over good. Let's see, I don't even really want to make the eyes like jet black here. Time to keep that same purple warm and like in the nose almost. I don't quite want it to look like demonic red, but I don't want them to just break the whole value structure. It's pretty black, whatever. That's still pretty dark, but I guess it won't dry as dark as like if I went in with an ink brush, which is kind of what the main thing I was focusing on was. Okay. The yellow. So the yellow, I'm gonna actually do dark. So I can do that. Oh, maybe I might not. Now that I say it, I might not. Definitely not an orange. I guess in all fairness, it's kind of also up to me, right? I don't really want him to be like Laker level. We're not going purple and orange here. But the color combo is a good color combo, don't get me wrong. If your color's not right, just wipe it up, mix it again. Do that before you put it on wrong, that's for sure. Right? Right there, I'm wondering if it's picking up too much from the reservoir here. This thing's like pretty orange in the water it's using. I might have to swap this out here. That's not it. There's a sign. Missed a trash can. That means it's definitely not the right color. Here though. Bold maybe. Close. Works. That will do. That's a nice little yellow that we'll use here. Right, it's getting tough without a break here. Woo! Those watercolors, pro stupid question, or fancy felt tip pens. So these are watercolors, yes. Not a stupid question. No stupid questions. These are literally just brush pens that have like actual chambers that you fill with water. And then you squeeze them out. This I've used so much. Obviously the water's like colored. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be clear. So this is kind of worked into like an ink pen, but I can just pour this out. It opens up. And they're just actual brush pens. They're pretty nice. And then they have water. So instead of using like a paintbrush and constantly dipping into water, I kind of like them for watercolor a little bit more because I can just squeeze the water right out. And keep almost controlling how much water I want on the paper easier than mixing and seeing and mixing back and forth and spending more time trying to gauge how much water is actually on the brush. If that makes sense. Which people I'm sure are incredibly good at, able to do. But I'm still very new to watercolors. And I've definitely drifted towards these. Probably more precise in the hand over a straight. That's sort of it, is I can kind of control it all right here instead of just having a dry brush that I dip into water, you know, wipe off, and it's like, well, yeah, now I have X number in there because I know how much I wiped off and this and that. This I can kind of tell if it feels too dry. You just gotta give it a little squeeze, you know? I started using them because I did a watercolor was always like my go-to like quick in the field, like plein air sketching that I just wouldn't show anyone and like throw away and scribble. But because when I'm running around with a sketchbook, all you need is one of these brushes. You don't need like a water cup or anything. I started using them like that. It feels too dry. Give it a little squeeze. I said that and I was like, I know there's no way that's going unaddressed. There's just no way that was gonna happen. I knew my fate. Story of my life. Rid of that color. And then the only challenge comes from just again, the reality is the more brushes you have, just the easier it is, because you can just have like 5 brushes per color so it stays fresh. This is kind of, again, a fun little, you get some mixes in there, you get some colors that you might not have even wanted in there, but they work, you know, you never know. Kind of how I think about it. Weird, kind of weird. Yeah, like, see, instead of going into my water cup and back, I just give a little squeeze. Enough, you know. Want that a little less pigmenty. Oh, that's unfortunate. Not that much. Well, see, that's it. I think that is it, actually. It is. What have we dried? We've dried all this, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Right, all right. Might need more. Closer, I think. And yeah, they make these in 2 forms too. There's brush tips, and then there's like fake brush tips that are foam. The actual brush tips are always better, from my experience. Again, they're just far more accurate and consistent. Oh, is that way too loud? Oh no, that volume works. Starting to take shape here, huh? He's starting to look pretty fun. Trying not to take a break before I finish, but I don't know if I can go full 2 hours without taking a break. That is madness in the art world. Kind of madness in anything, realistically. But we're gonna have an HUNGRYDOG upstairs too. If I go up, he might, you know, ready. That said, we're liking it. We're liking it. So we're gonna keep cruising right through here. Right. You'll see Moonage Daydream. No, we haven't. So we were going to, and then it was sold out twice. And then last Friday, Ariel traveled home to see her family. So she's gone till this Friday. And I probably won't see it by myself because we totally want to. And we've started seeing it like advertised everywhere, of course. But so what chances are we'll end up seeing it next week, I would imagine. But now it's like the more I see about it, the more, oh man. Just me and Mr. Gus, exactly. Quartet time. And more work time, unfortunately. Yeah, what a song. Kind of close to a purple, which is weird. Kind of it, man. I like that color a lot, actually. Here we go. I've either heard this from streaming / on YouTube videos nonstop, or this is definitely not an NCS song. I don't really know. I don't know. Tough to say. I can't really separate. Almost similar to like FIFA songs, when you hear them so much, you can't tell like what's a mainstream song and then what's like a video game song. Used to happen quite a bit. A little bit of bits in the house. I know. I need better tunes, dude. I need more beats. I asked you. I need to know who to play. I need the chill, lo-fi vibes from the lo-fi master. Be my lo-fi Sherpa. I think that sounds what I wanted to sound like. You can say that, right? Is that the only part that's that color? It is. Interesting. Just play chilled cow lo-fi girl 24/7. No, there's no way that's not like some sort of virus porn website. Why would you send me there? Is that really it? And what, it just always plays good lo-fi? Or called David on, it's really famous. Seriously? Alright, cool. I'm not gonna deal with it changing it right now. Check it out though for sure. Chilled cow. Animation of a girl standing on their desk in lo-fi. Chilled cow. Did you send it to me and I checked it? Maybe I couldn't find where this music was. I don't know. A little weird, but it's pretty cool. I think that's what it should be. So I don't really know what else we would do there. Where's the purple? You're listening to that? Yes. Was that like what was it, like a rainy something in Brooklyn? Is that the rainy one or something? Brooklyn Friday Love? Maybe not. I feel like you sent a rainy nights or something. I think I listened to that one. Maybe I have dreams a lot where this happens to me, and I can't tell if it was like in a dream or not, you know. Pretty trippy. You know. Right, all right. Fun piece, actually. I've always loved the simplicity of cartoon characters. Like we said, very simple shapes, very simple, wonderful color palettes. And then they just have so much character and happiness or angerness or sad, I don't know, emotions. It's really fun though. It's a very fun thing, very fun different issue. Not issue, subject. Synthetic band called Midnight. They brought a song we used to call Brooklyn Friday Love. Thought you'd dig it. I'll drop. Yeah, hell yeah, drop it in. I might have, and I think I did like it a lot. Definitely drop it again though, for sure. It's got watercolor in my eye. Yeah, that's a nice color. It's almost the exact same color. A little different though. That's different enough. Oh, that might not be even dark enough actually. Has to be it. It's weird. It's telling me talking about the brush. It's weird that it kind of feels like I don't have enough pigment on there, but definitely not a dark enough value compared to all the other values on the drawing. That should be significantly darker. Fascinating. Still kind of keep that. Whoa. That does exist. You can kind of see it, right? That's what's throwing me off. I'm kind of looking into the center of the glow, and now it's going to be tough to get this value nice and dark because I'm going to keep putting water on top of it. That's it. That's nice. Could use blue in there. Trying not to squeeze out much water here. I might leave that. I'm gonna let that dry and then throw this blue back in actually. Yeah. I'm gonna get try to do the purple, I think. Not like that. That was the like jet black we used. Thank God we didn't put that down. The purple was straight out of the pan, which is fun. So all we're gonna do to it, add white, which again I don't think we're supposed to, but like I don't want it to just look less saturated. I want it to be a different like value of purple. And I'm not sure if there's another way to, you know what I mean, do that. Short of mixing white. That I would do. You know what I might do though? I can do that. I can darken it up if I want after actually. Let's go right through let's go through it. Yeah. I like that color. I do. Ooh. Like I was going to do, and I almost stopped and almost said it. I think I will have to make the darks a little darker. But we're going to cross that bridge if and when we come to it. I'm trying to keep my hand lifted so that I don't catch anything that I just put down color-wise. Which is crazy how then shaky my hand gets. It's so much more difficult. Especially now that I'm even hungry. I'm trying, like we said, I'm trying to control the water and not squeeze and add too much water to the surface here. But maybe it's the white paint that's a little bit trickier to use, man. But again, I don't know if I should, quote unquote, not should, because there's no rules in art, but it'll be part of my research that I do. I do a lot of research, and I'm always doing practicing new mediums. I'm not sure if watercolor artists would, again, wash in the same purple. Just let, like, saturate it slightly less. I don't think so, because again, that just doesn't seem like it'll give you same value. I don't really know though. Ooh, oh. I feel like we're gonna need to keep adding a bit of white here, saturating it down. Is there any comic book storyboard stuff? Not like outside of just for my own fun stuff. I love it though. It's very exciting. I've always loved that art style. And even the freedom that goes with that field, because there is sort of a freedom that exists again, like we've spoken about with comic books and how they're all slightly different. Because it's such a fun interpretation, it's a very fun sort of freedom that exists in that world too. But it's also very rigid, you know what I mean? People want a very specific drawing or render. And you certainly have to, you know, meet the goal and the mark. I did just so much fine art for so long that it was tough to do multiple things for me mentally. And now that's part of the fun of doing sort of what I'm doing now. Heard a comic book here when I was in my teenage years called 2000 AD. The arc is incredible. Judge Dredd in the comic book. Oh yeah, of course. 2000 AD. I feel like I've even heard of that, to be honest. Is there a chance? What was it? Is that like something over that would be over there? Did you grow up in Scotland? I don't know if I ever asked you this. I'm sure, clearly. But like, you must have been what, born and raised in Scotland? That's cool. I don't know if we've had this conversation. I actually don't think we have, which is funny. If you don't want to say, obviously, no worries. I didn't mean to dox you and blow up your spot. We can cut that. I know you do serious secret stuff over there. Still haven't totally figured out what it is, but I know you're up to some big stuff over there. Morning, Brad. Never lived anywhere else. Awesome. Almost moved to Illinois. What the fuck? There's got to be a good story behind that. I don't know if anybody's almost said that. I guess that was, I guess people, that's probably the good cause to almost but not actually do it, right? It was a lady. Ah, imagine. Woof. No disrespect to Illinois. I haven't heard it to be like, you know, nobody's ever been like, we just got back from Illinois and it was wonderful. You have to go. It's magical. I might be. I just maybe haven't spoken to those people. You know what I mean? The Illini were such a sight to see. The only thing I know about Illinois, which is, might be bad. Maybe I should know more. That might have to be a place to travel because I know so little about it now. That's sometimes why we go places. All because of this conversation. I'm gonna end up in Illinois somewhere. You know, this place is fucking awesome. Find the coolest place, coolest people, and be like, I was so wrong. No, I have no idea. Kind of like Chicago, but nearly got murdered, I think. I went to see the Cubs at Wrigley Field, which was incredible. Yeah, Chicago's dope. I always forget. That's like, I guess, where you would go, right? In Illinois. Wrigley Field would be dope. I'm not even a baseball guy, but that's cool. Just because, again, the history there. Gotta respect that. Gotta respect and appreciate that. Right? Darken some of that up real quick. Might make 2 hours right on the nose here. Might make 2 hours right on the nose. What we need is the skin color here. Might start interpreting sooner than we thought here. Oh, we forgot that little space right there. Very unfortunate, though. It is supposed to be the original skin color. Long way to go for a deep dish pizza. Hell yeah, it is. Went to Soldier Field to watch the Cubs for the Chicago Fire soccer team. That's cool, dude. That's really cool. He used to be a huge New England Revs fan. Obviously. We're pretty damn close to done here, eh? I think I want that a little darker, going right around. Mix up a dark purple. I'm gonna hit a dark yellow up here. Gonna be an interesting and pain in the ass color to mix. This something tells me no matter what, it's just gonna come out looking like not a fun color. You know what I'm saying? Here, let's get some of that in. It's not that bad actually. I'm okay with that. Let's throw that in and see how it looks. It might not be dark enough. Not bad. I lied. It's bad. I don't like that. To stay warm. Very, very warm here. Yeah. There you go. It's a subtle shift, but that's much, much nicer for me. Subtle little tone shift, but makes a big difference. Here, let's do this too, just because we kind of would do this in our pieces. Oh, first spin, I'm sorry. See how fast I did that? That's how it would normally work. When I'm working here, it's very much, I'm trying to keep it. This thing would be I could just fucking spin it sometimes. All right, hell yeah. All right, cool. We gotta do the eyes. We gotta darken the teeth. And we're gonna darken the purple. Bing, bang, boom. I like the Portland Timbers. Boom. Revs are the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls? New York? No. Yeah. I think it's the New York Red Bulls, right? We made up. Let's try this. Let's try this because we just put a lot down. We just put a lot down in the purple. We can. Okay, let's do this. Let's clear this. Yeah, perfect. That's sometimes my favorite part about art, similar to, again, I'm sure everybody's career, is it's just really like, it's a puzzle. It's fun puzzle problem solving, right? I mean, kind of all it comes down to. The order, the placement, the color, the size, the shape, the this, the that. I don't know. That's the enjoyment of it. There's a fun little feel to it. Fun little nice loose watercolor feel. We're okay. We're enjoying it. The darken. We're done in 10 minutes here, so that's all we have. Oh, I was just gonna. Whoa. Try time. Nailed it. Right, let's hope this doesn't get too dark here. That said, you can't even see some of this, so we do want it to be two value piece. That's a nice dark purple that'll work. Keep those values separate. Looks like we might even be able to keep a nice little line there. Keep that cartoony feel. Finish real strong here. Funny when coloring inside the lines becomes a thing again, and it's like you hear everybody saying it's like, look at you colored inside the lines at such a young age. Then it's like, obviously, yeah, for so long I was also focused and taught to like color outside the lines and, you know, have fun and enjoyment. You don't have to, but then there's this whole world of art that is pretty damn strict on staying inside the lines. Which is just hilarious. Again, no rules, because that's not what it comes down to, but there's certainly, again, a lot of visual fundamentals that you can kind of, you know, choose to use or not. Beauty of it, like I said, we're telling a story with shapes. That's kind of artwork. I don't think that was supposed to come all the way in there, but I kind of like it like that. Yeah. Put that right up there. Again, these are kind of marks that we're adding to that I don't see on a lot of Dizzy pieces, but I don't know, it feels like it should belong there, right? Just based on where the lighting's coming from, we can kind of, you know, interpret that a little differently here and there. I almost tried playing cartoon music, like, you know, recognizable, famous cartoon songs. I was like, one, it'll definitely get blocked by YouTube, but two, I think it was like 20 seconds into the first one, I was like, oh hell no, there's no way I can listen to this and do artwork like it's like nope. I'd rather listen to exactly what we're listening to and have it be very much off, but that for a couple of hours, woof. Uh-oh, something happened, something disconnected. We still here? That OBS reconnection successful. Very weird. Sorry if I just cut out there. I don't know what happened. It went too intense. It went boom, like someone got disconnected, and then it said OBS successfully reconnected. I don't know. Obviously, right as we're finishing. Very nice. Cool. Okay, we did it everywhere else. Let's put it here. I see, there's my little spin. Ah, no pun intended, Dizzy. Cool. Alright, now we need green and pink and gray. Skip for a microsecond and recover. That's pretty good. Alright, alright. That's pretty good. OBS is putting in that work, huh? Here. I guess I was gonna say it's interesting that the teeth are shaded differently, but I guess that makes sense. Because no matter what, they're gonna be on the, yeah, they have to be shaded kind of on the front. Makes sense to me. Alright, alright. Gray out a little. Oh. Well, this is fun. Two colors left and we love it. It's actually a very fun piece. Very happy we went with very different style piece. We throw this in to the range of all the pieces we've done. It's going to be very fun. Very different. Now we have to try to make it. Might use a regular brush here just to kind of mix up a little new color. Not gonna use it to put it in though. Ooh. Close, and then I went back in to the full pigment pan. interesting thing to put in a cartoon character. You're a James Bond fan. You know it, dude. So I'm an old school Bond fan. I born on the new ones. I love Daniel Craig. I don't love him as James Bond, which is weird. I like the fucking Pierce Brosnan, I think, is my favorite Bond. I mean, I guess not favorite. Sean Connery obviously is fucking Bond. But I think I really grew up with Pierce Brosnan. Is that who it was? I'm fairly certain. That dude to me is Bond. It'd be fun to watch the new ones again. I've been watching on the start, never really watched them before. Are you talking like the new, like Daniel Craig? Because I would be interested to see what you think of them as well. Dr. Nolan Sunday from Russia with Love last night. Oh, so you're doing the old school ones. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, those are fire, dude. That's a fun journey. Do them in chronological order. That's very cool. That's probably really, really fun. Is there a way that you did you find the chronological, like the order somewhere? Definitely post it if you did, because I would be interested in possibly doing that. Or do you just know it? Like, you just know it, I guess. Yeah, you might. Interesting thing for them to give a cartoon character 2 eyes. 2 colored eyes, not 2 eyes. That was fairly normal. 2 eyes were fairly run-of-the-mill. Two colored eyes is so cool. I love when people have 2 different colored eyes. It's fucking awesome. Very like superhero-ish, right? Oh, easy now. They'll dropped on Amazon Prime. Oh, that's really fun. All right, cool. Good to fix that little guy here. Oh, I just want to make sure this is rounded. It looks a little wonky. It looks a little off. Maybe we'll let it dry and fix it. Might just have a little too much water on that side and can't quite get that edge, but that's exactly what we want it to look like. That's a fun one. The eyes are crazy. It's very interesting that they made the eyes like that. Right? It's driving me nuts. It's getting worse. That's where we're gonna leave it. Otherwise, it's just getting worse. The green one's kind of wonkying out too, so it'll balance out. Hell yeah, that's a fun one. That's what we're gonna call it. Right at, what are we at? 2 hours, 10 minutes. Perfect. We had said an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's it. Nailed our goal. What it's all about. That's beautiful. Just in time. Gonna FEED le DOG. Perfect timing. Ow. Yeah, I like it. He's cool. David Bowie eyes. Yeah, right? The David Bowie eyes are dope. Everyone I kept looking at, they do that. The pink and green eyes. I'm not sure. I was going to say I'm not sure the significance behind it. And then I almost fixed myself into saying there's probably none. But there actually might be some sort of significance. Especially because it's pink and green. I wonder what the Tasmanian devil's eyes color are, and I wonder if the parents have pink and green eyes. Like, do they designate the Tasmanian devil male and female characters with different color eyes? Possibly. That could be it. I don't know. I loved it though. I thought it was a really fun piece. Came out fun. I like the movie marks around the fan on his hat. Thanks, man. That's a fun piece. Again, very, very cartoony. I'm happy we didn't do a background because I like it on the white. I just think the colors pop like I was hoping they would, which is fine. And yeah, that's where we're going to wrap it up. That's what we're going to call it. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate all the support. Q-Man, it's been a pleasure, bro. We're going to be back tomorrow or Thursday. Definitely Thursday. Daily streams are tough just because I'm working on a digital project right now that I'll be releasing more information on coming up. Pretty cool opportunity, hopefully, knock on wood, let's not jinx it, but pretty cool opportunity. And we're gonna keep grinding away some artwork. Tomorrow, don't know the prompt, but we have a lot of art. We have stacks of artwork right here. It's gonna be very interesting to start going 30 days start to finish. It's fun. It's been a fun journey. I appreciate you hanging out so much. Really means a lot. Thank you. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub and the bell. Watch the other videos, like all the videos. It greatly helps the channel. It greatly gets it out there for the algorithm. The YouTube algorithm exists, so let's feed it. Until tomorrow or Thursday, you guys, I appreciate the love so much. And until then, stay healthy, stay happy. Much love, gang.